Hi everyone, welcome to Values. So today we're going to look at Virgin Galactic for obvious reasons because they've just completed their space flight, and it was a great flight. Everything was just right in place, no technical difficulties, and I gotta say I'm just so enthused and really happy that they finally got this done. As it puts, Virgin Galactic completes first human space flight from Spaceport America in New Mexico. So New Mexico would be the third state in the US to actually send someone to space. So it doesn't happen that often and that many places. Yeah, so what's there to look at? Well, firstly, the biggest question is what's going to happen to this stock price on Monday? Likely it's going up. And yeah, no, how high is it going to go? Likely in that $30 or even $40 zone. It's not going to all happen at once, so it'd be great if it happens all at once, but things never all happen at once. So it'll probably trend upwards for a while now, because for a while no one knew where Virgin Galactic would be in terms of their timeline. If there's another delay, it just pushes things much further out, and until we actually see that flight, there's a lot of ambiguity in the timeline. But now that we've got this flight, and then they have to do 2 more flights, 1 more for certification, and then the second one that they still have will be when they fly Richard Branson to space, and after that they're ready to go commercial. And the likely time frame is they probably might do another flight in another 1 or 2 months to complete their certification, and in another 1 or 2 months to fly Richard Branson into space, which probably gives it around about a 3-4 month time frame before we have everything secured, and after that just gives them another couple of months to really just set up their whole commercial flight, and then get everyone booked and everything. And then I think by next year, start of next year, they're ready to go commercial, and everything should just be fantastic for this company. It is a long time coming, and it did take a lot of patience, but I'm so glad they've actually done it, and that if you're an investor, it pays off eventually, and this is one of the milestones where it starts to pay off. They're not through everything yet. They still have to do another test flight, of course, and in the future, if they're planning to do this on a regular basis, you'd probably think that they should probably have it ironed down, so that they can actually fly repetitively without having any technical problems. Because last thing you really want them to do is book a lot of people and have a lot of delays and not be able to fly people because of technical problems. So I think going through this, it sorts most of it out, and I think if they can do a second test flight without any problems, then it kind of shows a good amount of consistency. But yeah, for the moment, just enjoy yourself. Enjoy that Virgin Galactic has just gotten in space. $21. It's going to be history. I don't imagine the share price coming down to 21 for a while now, because they've done the hardest part. They've proven what they need to do. And yeah, you can just look at the Instagram, and there's always some really good footage of when Unity kind of separates from the mothership, and then it flies for about 60 seconds into space, and afterwards it stops, orbits for a few minutes, and then comes back down. And yeah, it's just so amazing just watching that, to think, the minute you can achieve this, they just have to keep repeating it, and I think they're in a good situation. So yeah, it was just a lovely thing to just see this footage, just especially since you've been waiting for so long. I think that's what makes it extra special as well, and maybe even expected, because some of you guys are like, well, we expected to fly a long time ago, but now they finally did it, and hopefully the share price will fly just as well. So yeah, the footage is just awesome. To see this company just break that new frontier of going into space and making it a reality for human spaceflight to be possible, then that's just amazing. Because remember, there's only 3 companies that really are making really good ground on this currently anyway. So SpaceX, Blue Origin, and Virgin Galactic, of course. So when there's so few companies really trying to break that frontier for human space travel or tourism, yeah, so it kind of just makes just extra special. I mean, there's a lot of companies that will probably be trying to fly people into space in the next few years as well. So these guys aren't alone in doing this, but they are definitely the first ones. And but if Virgin Galactic can start flying people on a commercial basis at the start of next year, it will be an amazing feat, and the share price is going to reflect that in a big way. So it's a matter of patience. So if you don't see the share price reflecting a good price next week, don't worry, just keep waiting and holding. And if you believe in the company, you will get rewarded eventually, and that's usually how stock investing goes. I think you probably would have thought you wouldn't have had to have waited so long to really see this. But sometimes the reality is there's technical difficulties, there's delays, but eventually if you've got a good company, it will make it happen. It's just like Tesla. They've had many delays in producing cars, but eventually it does happen because you've got a good team executing, and when they do it really well, and that's the part that you want. You want a team that no matter what, they get through it, and Virgin Galactic is a team that does it no matter what, and I think they've just done the hardest part right now, so the rest is just a matter of just waiting until they go commercial, really. So I mean, it really depends how long you want to wait. Of course, the longer you wait for these type of investments, the more they compound, the more they're worth more in the future, because traveling into space is not easy, and just this feat itself, it's just amazing. So I just say, just enjoy these moments for what they are, because I think that's, especially if you're a space fan, and secondly, if you're a shareholder, then you can enjoy it in two, quite good moments. Firstly, humans being able to travel to space, like everyday humans, because we can look at other flights like SpaceX and Blue Origin, and it costs millions. And Virgin Galactic is the only company that's really making it really cheap and accessible to most people. Like, still not that cheap, but I mean, it's cheap enough that if you really wanted to, you could probably put the money together. And yeah, I think that's just a wonderful thing to just see the future go on in the next few years, that space travel is going to be a big reality. And yeah, I could look forward to continue to follow this company. It has been a long time coming, but it has come, and that footage is literally a moment when it is all worth it. It is all worth it. Yeah, let me know if you've got any comments or questions. Until then, good luck investing, everyone, and we'll see what happens next week with its share price, and hopefully it rockets just like this.